Well, I was literally just about to try flipping epic items from the merchants, but they just patched it. So now everything's back to normal, except you still have some rare items in here. So there might be some potential to do some flipping, but I highly doubt I'll be able to get anything too crazy. Probably for the better, man, because that means the epic items are obviously a little more rare now, which means that if you have a really good rare item, it'll sell for a lot in the trade market because you can't get it from the merchant. I don't know if you can tell what happened here. I destroyed a rogue. I got all his gear. He had this rapier, 1 strength, 1 agility, all attributes. All attributes, agility, all attributes. Tattered cloak, 2 strength, 1 agility, 2 movement speed. 1 attributes, light foot boots. 3 strength, 1 agility, 1 knowledge. All attributes, ring of quickness. You have this ox pendant. We're going to test the market here. We're going to see how much gold we can make with what we have right here. Barely touched the trade market, barely flipped anything, mainly because it's super slow. Way less people trading. Since this last reset, I want to see how much all this stuff is worth now. Probably the same. We're going to test it. We're going to see how things go early reset. I wish I was recording when I killed this rogue. I ended up killing the rogue, and then a fighter came after me. Ended up killing the fighter, and I was getting chased by a warlock as I was getting to the portal. And I don't know if many people know this, but if you use Adrenaline Rush, your interaction speed goes up by a ton. I was able to open the portal so quick because of Adrenaline Rush. It literally saved me and I was able to get all this. Divine Banana says, have you tried Lantern offhand instead of the dagger, gaining movement speed instead of losing it? Dude, I cannot believe they just patched it. That was insane. I had this green lantern, it had 8 movement speed. But from now on, I'm not using daggers anymore. I'm always going to use the lantern for my secondary. Because if you use a dagger for your secondary as a dual wield fighter, it's going to slow you down. It has minus 10 movement speed. Now, from time to time, I will use like a crossbow because it's a lot of fun to have a crossbow in your second hand. It throws people off. You're doing Slayer with a dual wield, you definitely want to just use the lantern because it does not affect your movement speed whatsoever. At least it doesn't say so right here. Using a lantern in your offhand activates your dual wield perks. It's really insane if you combine it with sprint in your fights. You combine it with sprint and you combine it with Adrenaline Rush, you'll destroy your opponent. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start trading. We're going to start in the utility trade post and we're going to do the Ring of Courage. Something like this, I would say, would go for 300 gold. I don't think it would go anything above 300 gold. And because I think that, I'm just going to start with 400 and see what happens. Doesn't hurt to start high. Actually, let me go ahead and start the timer too, because some people get curious. They want to see how long this whole thing takes. See, something like that would probably be worth like 500 Gs. Go 300. Got one for 300. 285, I'll take it. An all attributes ring. This is ridiculous, but I'll start at 300. This is not worth 300 gold. We'll give it a shot. In my opinion, if somebody doesn't hop on it immediately, it's probably not worth what you listed. You could be patient, and that's fine. You could stow it away for later and try to sell it for however much you want to sell it for, but I like to go quick. It'll most likely go for 100 gold. It'll maybe go for 150. There we go. It goes for 150. Very cool. Ox pendants are known to be very slow, and what I'm looking at is the physical damage bonus. Because of that, I'm going to offer 350 for it. I would say something like this would go for 150 to 250 around there. 200 might be the sweet spot. There we go. I think we got one for 200 right here. Okay. Got 200 for that. Very good. Let's go sell the cloak. So how about a tattered cloak? Let's see what we can do here. So 2 strength, 1 agility, 2 movement speed. That's a pretty good cloak. So this guy's selling his for 200. That's not a great cloak. 1 strength, projectile reduction, 10 armor rating. This is better. 2 strength, 1 agility, 2 additional movement speed. We're going to start this at 600, which is absolutely ridiculous. So that's fine. We're going to go crazy. Yeah, see, my cloak is better than this right here. Yeah, I have the best tattered cloak out of these 2 people right here. Now that's a really good cloak right there. Yeah, my cloak will probably go for 300. My method might not be good for you. You might like to be patient with your items. I don't like to be patient with them. I like to just go, you know? Sometimes I will, but on this occasion, we're just going to let it go. So if this doesn't sell for 250, we're going to hold on to it. There we go. We'll let it go for 250. That's fine. 200 works. We crossed the bridge together. See, I like this guy. See, you negotiate a little. I don't know how to split gold. Like, I would have sold it for 200, but it's very fun to haggle. You say 250 firm, you know, and then, you know, to me, at least for me, I like seeing the response. It can either be an angry response, it can be a nice response, it can be back and forth. It's a lot of fun. You get to talk to people, you get to meet people, and in that situation, I taught a guy how to take money out of his bag, you know? So now he forever is gonna know that. That's pretty cool. I like negotiating. I like making a deal. It's a lot of fun. Happy Penguin Studio says, thoughts on mining and mining risks rewards now that gear is pushed towards the higher end. I think early game, ore is not even worth it. What I do think you could do with ore is stow as much ore as possible in your inventory until we get into like mid reset. And around there, I think people start using ore for their ruby silver gear. Very early game, nobody really uses it because not that many people have that much gold to purchase it in the trade market. If you have a lot of ore, you can pretty much name your own price. You can sell, and then you can buy, and then you can sell, and then you can buy. In a sense, you can kind of control the market in that way. Ore flipping is very slow. It's a very patient process. You can save up like 20 stacks, and mid-reset, you can make a ton of gold. Yeah, so it seems that rogue's gear set's probably worth around 1,500 gold. 1,000 to 1,500 gold. We're going to see how much. Let's sell this Marauder's outfit next. We're going to go very high on this Marauder outfit. Let's see, what is this guy selling? 2 agility, 3 strength, 2 physical power for 200. I would say this will probably go for 300 to 400 gold. We're going to start at 500 just to be safe. I guess mine's not worth 300. We're going to go 250. This is probably worth 300 if I was patient. Let's see, we're going to get 250 out of it right here. Unless he negotiates, we'll see. 150 gold most. I'm going to say, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to keep trying. If it doesn't sell, I'll sell to 150 gold. So we're going to keep trying here. Perhaps he's correct. I think that guy's correct. I'm going to take his advice. I'm going to say, 150 gold, they got you, trade me. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he was right. Like this guy, 2 attributes. Maybe the 2 attributes are worth 300 now or something. That's an interesting adjustment. We're going to try the Shadow Hood now. 1 agility. This has 3 strength, 1 agility, 1 attributes. That should be pretty decent. I guess the Shadow Hood will go 100 gold. Yeah, this guy will take 100. I guess these are not worth that much, at least right now. We got these loose trousers right here. 1 attributes, 2 max health, 2 agility. Let's see how much these guys are going them for. So it's probably going to run 150, 250 around there. Yeah, if this is not even selling for 100 Gs, I'm just going to hold on to it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stow this. This is pretty good for me as well. Go ahead and try Lightfoot boots here. Let's see. Lastly, we'll try 100. If 100 doesn't work, I'm going to keep these as well. These are pretty good. Okay, cool. It's not even going for 50. It's a little too slow right now. We're going to hold on to this as well. We're going to try to... Let's see the potential in selling rapiers. Let's go ahead and go to the Rogue's Den to 50 Gs. Not 50. Yeah, we'll just get rid of it right now. So it seems like rare items that have +1 attributes and whatever other properties, anywhere between 1 to 200 gold. Anything that has +2 or +3 attributes, those go higher, like 300 to 500 gold, around that range. They normalized +1 all attributes. So there are going to be blue items with +1 attributes. There are going to be blue items with +2 attributes. If it's +2, probably going to go for 3 to 400 gold. If it's +1, it's probably going to go to 1 to 200 gold. Even those +2, +3 attributes might even go for just 200 to 400 gold, around that range as well. So that's what I'm noticing with gear. That Shadow Hood, I had a really hard time selling it. Same with the loose trousers. Could barely sell it. Same with the Marauder's outfit. Couldn't believe the Marauder's outfit went for 150 gold. The rings and the pendants, they are pretty much the same as last patch. They sell very, very quickly. You get a really good epic ring, you can sell it for like 500-600 gold. The epic ring that I got wasn't that great. If I had an epic ring that was a little better, I could probably have sold it for like 500 Gs. Polaris says, since you are pretty good at PvP and all that, could you do a general PvP guide? I am struggling a lot with PvP. I would say I'm decent with PvP only because I play Fighter. I think if you struggle with PvP, you definitely should try Fighter. Fighter is a very universal class. I would say the main thing to get better at the game is awareness. Your awareness in whatever situation is given to you and how you choose to respond to that is pretty much everything. There are certain scenarios that you take fights, there are others that you don't take. Every single time you die, you gotta ask yourself why you died there. Sometimes you'll have an inevitable death. To be good at PvP in this game, it's not like Valorant or anything where you have to like really learn to aim. In this game, it's a lot slower paced, so you have a lot of time to think. It's all decision making, and definitely memorize the map. The better you know the map, the better player you will be. Memorize everybody's spells. Know what mages do, know what warlocks do. I hope that helps. It's a lot of fun. Loving this patch. I think the changes that they made to the merchants was a very good idea. Having all those epic items in the last patch, I think that was not really a great idea. I thought that was going to kind of ruin value of some of the items, and I think now they rebalanced it and it's much better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.